Right, I would like to introduce our next speaker, Pablo, who represents the activist group of Ukrainian schools here 3 times a week, and please tell us when you're done this time. Thank you.
Stop Putin, stop the war!
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 My friends, although I speak for the Ukrainian community very often, today I represent myself and my own opinions. Because the Ukrainian community and the many different communities all over the world are divided in terms of their opinion how to deal with the Russians all over the world. Because Putin has been weaponizing the Russian ethnicity. Putin has been weaponizing the Russian language. Putin has been weaponizing the Russian culture. And there needs to be a movement to remove those things from his hands so that he is not able to speak for Russia anymore. So that the whole world sees that Putin does not have a monopoly on Russian support. So that the whole world sees that the Russians are ready to move to a better future, a freer future. A future of diplomacy, a future of democracy, a future of freedom. That future is being killed by Putin right now. However, by being here, my friends, you're doing a great deal to change that. Because nothing will change until people make a move and take initiative and take the freedom they have. And here in this country, people are free. People have the ability to speak, so speak. The fact you are here makes a huge difference. Never believe those who say that showing up to rallies, that showing your opposition to Putin is irrelevant. These individuals are either ignorant or speaking in bad faith. The Russians abroad need to speak to the whole world and say that Putin does not represent them. And then the world will see it as it is. I would like to also speak about the Russians who are fighting in the most direct manner against the terrorist regime in Kremlin right now. For them, I have nothing but respect, because he who stands shoulder by shoulder with the Ukrainian heroes is a hero himself, independently of his ethnicity, independently of where he comes from. What truly matters is what's in here, the decisions people make. So every single one of you has that ability to make that decision here and now, at the balance, to do Navalny's will, to show opposition against the terrorist regime. And for those Russians who are in Russia, unfortunately, a lot of them have been in prison. And they are being oppressed right now by the terrorist regime in power of Kremlin. And they need to be able to make a move soon, as soon as possible. The saving of the drowning is in the hands of the drowning. The Russian people need to make a move to sabotage all of these factories where they're producing weapons of war, at the moment turned against the Ukrainian people. But in the future, they might be turned against other Russians. In fact, if we listen to Putin's insane rambling about how Ukraine is not Ukraine, those weapons are being turned against Russians as we speak. But of course, Putin and his insane James Bond villain speeches cannot be trusted. That is why we should take them with a pinch of salt. All the Russians who understand that Putin is not working in their benefit need to speak up. And today, my friends, you are speaking up. That is the first step to move into a better future. A future without dictatorship. A future without Putin. And lastly, I would like to speak to those who still do not understand that Putin is not working for their benefits. That Putin does not care about the Russian language, or about the Russian culture, or about the Russian ethnicity. That Putin is doing all of this for his personal benefit. Тем, кто дает свой голос за Путина. Русские. Разве Путин еще недостаточно над вами надругался? Разве он еще недостаточно использовал вас как мясо? Спасение утопающих – это дело рук самих утопающих. Порвите цепи, какие находятся здесь, и ваш Кощей станет смерть. Свобода России! Слава Украине! Свобода России! Слава Украине! Свобода России! Слава Украине!
Большое спасибо, Павла. Thank you very much, Павла. Я хочу позвать на следующую гостью